guys, my name is Olivia. Thanks for clicking on this video. Thanks so much for joining me. Today's tutorial is going to be a Christmas tutorial on this classic red lip dramatic eye look that I've got on right here. I'll talk you through the steps. It's actually quite simple to do. I love this look because it's really simple to do, but you get like such a stunning finish at the end, and this is just such a classic look. You don't even have to wear this for Christmas, like you could wear it for anything and people would just be like, wow, she somehow just looks put together. A red lip looks beautiful on chocolate skin. So if you've been scared of wearing a red lip, definitely do. And if you're darker than me, this lip colour that I'm wearing right here will still work. Just grab you a lip liner, boom. That's all you need to do. I'm not going to ramble too much at the beginning of this video. I feel like I usually have a lot to say, but I don't really. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, hit the notifications bell, join the fan gang, drop me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, and make sure you follow me on all my socials. I post on Insta stories quite a lot and on my Instagram, but I am also on Twitter and Snapchat and Facebook. So make sure you go like my page over there. Otherwise, let's just get straight to the tutorial. Okay, so I'm starting off with my eyebrows done as per usual, and I will always link my detailed eyebrow routine down below if you want to know how I do my eyebrows. And I've primed my face already with my Becca primer and the Ordinary silicone smoothing primer as well. So for today's look, it's going to be quite easy on the eyes, so I'm not going to do my eyes first as I usually do, so there's not going to be any like fallout or anything onto my face. So I'm going to go straight in with my foundation. And the foundation that I'm using is the Urban Decay or Nigher foundation. You'll have seen this in my haul video, and this is going to be the first time that I'm actually using this. So I'm excited. I swatched it yesterday. It is super high coverage, so I'm not going to use a colour corrector because I want to see how it will perform on my skin without the colour corrector. So I'm just going to put one pump at first onto the back of my hand, and then I'm going in with a domed buffing brush, and then I'm just going to start applying that to my face. I am in the shade, what shade is this? 12. There is, I think, at least one more shade after this, 13, but that was quite dark. The jump from that colour to this colour was quite big, and it was very, very red in tone. So that's why I picked up this colour. Adding some more onto the back of my hand. On screen, this is probably appearing super yellow and golden. It's not that golden in person. You just have to remember that I am filming underneath lights, so it always appears a bit more dramatic than it does in real life. But it is definitely has got a golden undertone to it. And I will of course balance that out once I go in with my bronzer and contour and stuff. I'm never too worried about a foundation when I first put it on, if it kind of looks like this, because I know I can play around with my makeup afterwards to make it kind of blend. And if you see, as I always say, I'm trying to match up my face to my chest. And if you skip my neck, you can see that it's not too far off, but of course we will balance it out afterwards. This is super lightweight, oil-free formula. It doesn't really feel like much, but it is drying very quick. So if you get this foundation, just know that you have to work pretty fast. It's blending in really nicely and covering really nicely. So the claims of the high coverage are no joke, and it already is feeling quite matte on the skin, which is fantastic if you've got oily skin like moi. That's giving me some quite good coverage actually. I'm liking that. And in the mirror, I'm really liking that colour against my chest. It's slightly a hair more orange than my chest. But once we go in with the highlight and stuff, I'm sure we can balance that out. But the coverage is really, really nice. I'm going to add on a teensy bit more onto the dark spots that I've got on my cheeks because I can still see them coming through. Okay, I'm liking that. It feels super velvety, feels like nothing on the skin as well. So I'm looking down into my mirror here. So far, so good. So now I'm going to go in with my LA Girl concealer. So I'm going in with Fawn and Chestnut, as I usually do, mixed in together. Go in with Fawn first. It's the lighter of the two. And it is super golden. Quite a lot on that side. And then over the top of that with Chestnut, which is not too far away from my skin tone. So the two of them blended together should look fantastic. And then going in with my Real Technique sponge to blend that out under the eye. So the eye look that I'm going to do today is going to be quite simple, and by simple I mean simple in effect, i.e. not too many colours and things. So I'm really going to try and focus on getting the skin to be snatched, and so that will be the focus of the look. Most of my looks, the eye is quite dramatic, but today it's a fairly simple Christmassy look with a classic lip, so the skin should be flawless for this. To contour my face, I'm going to use another foundation. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 365 Espresso. So I'm just going to dab a teensy bit of that on this brush, and then add that to the hollows of my cheeks. So to set my under eye, I'm going in with the black Opal medium powder, as I usually do, with the same Real Technique sponge, and just dabbing that lightly under my eye. All you want to do is set this, so I'm not going to try and do anything baking because the foundation is already quite matte. If we go in with the baking technique, then we might end up looking really dry and cakey, and you don't want that. So just a teensy bit to help set wherever we put that foundation. Then I'm going in with the sleek pressed powder in the shade Woodsmoke, as I usually do for bronzer. So I'm going to go over those areas that I hit with that Maybelline powder, just to help all of that blend in. And then to really cut those cheeks, going in with a random brown, used to be an eyeshadow powder, but I now use it as a contour powder. It's a really dark brown. So even if you've got like an eyeshadow palette that has a really dark brown in it, use that. Then of course you need a teensy bit of blush. So going in with a blush brush into my NYX blush palette, that shade right there. I'm just using that to warm up the apples of my cheeks. I'm using circular motions just so that that will help blend with whatever other product I've already got down there. And then as always, back again to help blend all of that out. Yes. Okay, so that's the basic formation of my face right now. So I'm going to go in and do my eyes. So I'm going to zoom you in and then we'll come back and finish up the face later. Okay, so as I said, the eye look is going to be really simple. So literally just a wash of like two colours. So I'm going in to this shade right here. from my Morphe 3501 palette. Let me zoom out for you, that one. And I'm going to take that from the brow bone down. Just to kind of help set whatever concealer and foundation I had on there before. Really not struggling with this one. And then I'm going to go into my favourite shade, that one there, which is practically non-existent, and use that on the lid. This look really isn't about pigment, so I'm not stressing myself out with payoff and stuff, just to give a wash of colour. And just using the same fluffy brush for all of this. And then going into my crease with a mix of those two browns in there that you've seen me use so many times. So just loading up my brush. And then taking that in the outer, dabbing that in the outer corners first, and then working it into the crease. So super subtle for that. And then I'm going in with a small pointed pencil brush, and then we take those two dark colours and sweep them on my lower lash line, just to help balance that whole look out. So the drama of this eye look really comes from the liner. So we're going to do a classic winged liner, and I'm going to try out this new Rimmel liquid foundation that I picked up. I didn't know that I was picking up a waterproof one, but it seems to say waterproof on it. So let's see how that dries down. I really like a matte look, so I'm hoping it's not too glossy or shiny. And it's got such an interesting tip. It's got a teensy tiny ball on the end, which I guess is supposed to help you with the bold look. Let's see. So most of the time I start off my liner in my inner corner, and then I use my finger to kind of keep my eye taut. So that's what I'm going to do. And with a liquid liner, you just want to take your time, don't rush it. I've just dotted my eye in the wrong place. We made it. Okay, next up is just some black eyeliner. I'm just gonna tight line my eyes. This is a really neat trick, by the way, if you have done your liner and you can't quite get it all the way to the bottom of your lashes. If you tight line in a bit of your eyes, it helps to give some more depth there, so it'll look more full. And then if you just go in with some mascara, no one will know. Quick coat of mascara before we duck on some lashes. Okay, I've zoomed you back out because I've put my lashes aside and they are drying. I just want to spritz my face with a bit of Fix Plus. And while that's settling in, I want to go in and do my lips. So for lips, Christmas, classic look with a cat eye flick screams a red lip. So you need to get yourself a red lip. And the red lip that I am going to use is one of my absolute favorites. And it is a Kenyan owned brand. It is from Crayons and Ink. a beautiful red in the shade Kenyan Girl. You can find them on Instagram. I'll make sure to leave their details down below. But I think they've also launched a website. So if they have got a website, I will leave that down below as well. The liquid lipsticks come in this lovely packaging, kind of look like Colourpop packaging. Really super affordable. And this particular colour is a dupe for that Kenyan kind of cult shade that we all loved once Sharon posted it, and that was the Nuba Milibachi in the shade number 46. I have both and I've swatched them both, and this is really similar to that one. So if you're looking for that kind of a red lip, then you definitely go check this out. I love this colour. And to line my lips, I'm going to go in with the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Cherry. You can get these from Makeup Addiction KE. So I'll make sure to leave the link down below for that. They're super affordable. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips in this Cherry shade. It is a stunning, deep red shade. And I just kind of follow the outline of my lips. So once I've done the first initial line, then I go in and just start to fill it in very slightly all the way around. Just to make sure you get that balance. Lining your lips, girls, is absolutely key. One, it helps you get a really nice solid line that you can kind of just keep using. But two, also stops your lipstick from kind of moving throughout the day and bleeding around the corners. So just kind of smack my lips together, then going in directly with Crayons and Ink. That Kenyan Girl shade, how pretty is that? It really is a stunning red shade. For a ton of different kind of skin tones. If you're darker than me, don't worry, you can still get away with this. It is so pretty. It's so pretty. So let me zoom you back in and pop on my lashes. These lashes are hella dramatic. Okay, while the glue is setting, time to highlight the face, and I'm going in with Wet n Wild highlighter that I got called Crown of my Canopy. It's a beautiful kind of rose gold shade. And I just want to put that onto my cheekbones. No words, giving me life. Swatch this on the back of my hand, but not with a brush. So I didn't know the potential of this highlight. Yes! A little bit there on my Cupid's bow. Teensy bit on the bridge of my nose. Cute little nose highlight. Tempted to go a little bit more, but I don't want to go on overkill. I've got to leave the house today. And I don't want to ruin it. So we'll leave it there for now. I am just going to go in with a little bit of the inner corner highlight using the same highlighter, so using a really fine pencil brush. Just going to dab a little bit of this in the inner corner. And then going in with a fixing spray. This is the NYX Matte Finish Spray. I love the fine mist that this kind of sprays. I love the spray on this, it's so beautifully fine. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. A really super simple and clean looking Christmas look. So the drama is really on the eyes and the beautiful bold red lip. Leave some comments down below. Let me know if you'll be trying out this look this holiday season, and make sure to tag me if you're going to post it on Instagram so I can have a look and show you some love as well. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you've watched the video this far, give it a thumbs up. Let your friends know that this channel exists. We need more subscribers. Trying to hit that 100 subscriber mark. That sounds so pitiful when I watch people on YouTube with like 100,000, 12,000 even, or 1 million subscribers. So let's get to 100 and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Love you. Bye.